Now from Love Island, I am so thrilled to present Cashay and Cinco. How you guys doing today? Great to see you both together.
Hi.
Nice to see you too. How are you?
Good. Welcome back, Cinco. But now we got Cashay on the line with you. I'm very excited about this. Now, Cashay, I just want to start off everything by saying I was so sad when you left the island because you were literally the life of the party. You just put a smile on my face. You were kind of a great way to end my evening. And after you and Charlie sort of decided it wasn't going to go work out, you were on again, off again. Were you sort of surprised by the outcome of the eliminations, or did you sort of see it coming and maybe were relieved in some way?
Yeah, I think for me, I was ready to go. Charlie and I, we had like such a connection at Casa Amor, and I think that connection just faded. And within every day of like trying to make it work with Charlie, I was just like, I can't really fight where my heart is anymore. And, you know, I think he did what's best for him, and I obviously did what's best for me, and everything worked out.
Cinco, were you able to watch those episodes at all? I mean, what was kind of going through your head when you found out Cashay was leaving the island?
I saw like the last episode of her leaving, and I don't know, I was still kind of in limbo. I was like, damn, I don't know where her head is at. Like, she still want to be a Charlie, or she's still trying to at least have a conversation with me and all that. I was obviously looking for a conversation at least. But yeah, I heard she got out, and I seen the part. She was like, yeah, like it's gonna be Cinco. It's been Cinco. I was like, yo, it's super dope. And yeah, from there, I was just ready to talk to her at least to see how things went. And here she is. You see.
Well, Cashay, I'm curious for you. I mean, I know that, you know, with Charlie, it sort of fizzled out, but did you feel like you were leaving the villa with some unfinished business, or did you feel like the unfinished business was really already outside of the island?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with me and Charlie, we had a long conversation at the Aloha sign. I know you guys only saw about like 5 minutes of a 45-minute conversation, but I think within that conversation, I was just at peace and saying goodbye to him. I wanted him to know that there was no hard feelings there. So for me, all my business in the villa is closed, is finished. I'm just excited for everyone to get out, and I don't have any animosity towards him or anybody, but definitely the unfinished business was outside the villa.
I'm glad you don't have animosity. I got a little animosity, but that's neither here nor there. But I've actually been meaning to sort of ask you this question because the ultimate demise of your relationship with Charlie seemed a little bit familiar of what you were kind of going through with Cinco. You know, there was uncertainty kind of stemming from the decision you had to make between Charlie and Cinco. Do you think it would be fair to say that the way Cinco kind of navigated his love triangle with Trina is similar to what you went through with him and Charlie, or no?
No. So I think with the thing with Cinco is he was always like verbal and honest. With Charlie, I think he wasn't really listening to his heart. Like he was like, it's you, it's you, it's you. But I was like, I don't think it is, sweetheart. And I think he was so worried what everyone was going to think. Like, I think as well, like there was like a genuine love for each other, but it wasn't just there. You know, I don't think even if him and I met on the outside, we would never work. We're very two different people in how we handle situations and how we communicate. It wasn't there for us.
I mean, I will say, I don't think there's any doubt. I'm sure you guys know this at this point, that you guys were definitely probably the most talked about couples, you know, turned love triangles in the villa, maybe in the history of Love Island. Have you guys made any concrete decisions that you can share with me today, Cinco, since you have reunited with the lovely Cashay next to you?
The only concrete thing is that we're just gonna vibe and take our time with everything. We already came to agreement that there's no pressure. I know everybody on the outside wants us to work so bad, and even we do, you know what I mean? But at the same time, we wanted to be on our own terms, on our own time. And I feel like now is awesome because we finally getting the time that we haven't had in the villa, like just to be together and chill and talk and stuff like that. So we're chilling. We're getting to know each other better, and we're vibing, and it's awesome. So only concrete thing we came up with is just take our time, you know what I'm saying, fill each other out, and we'll see what happens from there.
Well, I'm glad you guys aren't putting pressure on each other, but America wants to make it happen, so feel the pressure all day, okay? But I did hear that you two kind of met up in the airport after Cashay left. What was that like, kind of seeing her at the airport? You guys sort of went from this reality show romance with cameras on you 24/7 to what would some call kind of this movie starstruck lovers romance. What was that meeting like for you two?
What's on?
Yeah.
Come on, Cash.
not him like putting the pressure on me. Well, I had a 2-hour layover in Virginia and we texted and he's like, okay, I'll come. So it was crazy just like seeing him in person. I was like, this is so strange. There's no cameras. It's just us. But the weirdest part of the airport was like us being recognized for me. Cause like eventually it just felt like normal with us. But then a girl came up to us and she's like, I'm going to cry. He's like, I'm gonna cry. I love you guys. And I'm like, oh my God, like this, it was just so weird because as much as we felt like, okay, it's just us, like him and I are still the same people we were in the villa, just no cameras. It's so crazy getting recognized by like supporters of the show.
Well, I mean, America just fell in love with you two individually, but then together again with that pressure that I'm talking about here. But did you decide to sort of skip out on your flight home and spend some time with Cinco? And that's where we're seeing you guys right now?
Yeah, no, I basically like, I kind of dared her into it and she was like, all right, oh, cool. Like, I'm with it. So yeah, no, when I seen her at the airport, I was like, look, like you could go on a flight or you could stay. Like if you wanted to, we can just chill. And she was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go. And I don't think we like fully realized what we did until we got in the car. I had to call our folks and be like, yeah. So she stayed and she called her mom and was like, yeah, I'm going to stay. And I was like, yeah. So we've just been chilling since then.
Cinco, you know Cash is a badass. Of course she was going to take you up on that date. I'm just saying.
He knew I would stay, and that's why he said that. Like it wasn't a dare. He knew I would stay.
Psychology, you know what I mean?
You know what?
Yeah, he thinks he's clever, Cachet. He thinks he's clever. Let him have it. Let him have it. But
Let him have it.